What's up, everyone? Welcome to your 40-minute glutes and abs workout on the floor. Every single exercise is going to be down on your mat today, so you don't have to worry about getting up and down. We're just going to lay down and rotate from being on our backs to being on our stomachs, and I'll show you options if you need to kind of manipulate that to make it work for you right now. 45 seconds of work per exercise, and we're going to operate in supersets, so 2 exercises together, glutes together, and then core together, and we'll go through that the entire workout. So grab your glute bands. Dumbbells are optional today, but if you want to have them for sit-ups or glute bridges, you can pull them out, and let's go ahead and get started. Hands on your hips, let's reach it back and stand. We're gonna go down on the floor for this workout today, but standing warm up just to make sure we get a good hip extension, rotation in the core. Make sure you have your glute bands and then maybe some light dumbbells. We do have some glute bridges today, so that'll be banded, but also you can add your dumbbells or your barbell if you have that. One more. Good job. Step forward, your back leg is heel on the ground. Open your arms up. Reach like you're reaching your back leg hip forward. Good job. Take your hand right on the outside of your leg. Little twist. Good job. Let's step and switch. Hands up. Hip extension. Good job. This is something you could do each day, by the way, especially if you sit all day. Good job. Hand on the outside of your front thigh, open. There you go. Come up in the middle, bent leg, straight leg. If you're doing this program real time, you might be feeling the effects of your Wednesday workout. I definitely feel it in this stretch. All right, a little closer with your feet. Let's twist. Good job. Now reach over. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. Your first exercise, I'm going to use my medium band. Banded fire hydrant and kickback. All right, left leg first. Let's go. And I'm keeping my knee bent just slightly on both. And you'll should feel kind of like the top part of your glutes in this first one where you lift to the side. Great job, 12. Four. And good, rest. Same thing on the other leg. You have the option also, if you don't have a glute band, to put a dumbbell right here and then just clamp your hamstring and your calf together, okay? 2, 1, let's go. You want to try and keep your core neutral. I've been kind of playing with rotating forward and then coming back to neutral. You always feel the connection a little bit better in a neutral when you do the kickback. Good job, 12. Two, 1. All right, good job. You got 2 more rounds of that. So if you want to intensify in any way, you can do it. All right, you can also drop down to your elbows if you need to. Back to the first leg. 3. Let's go. Great job. On the kickback, think about heel to the sky. Great work. 15. Good job. Push through this burn. 2, 1, rest, and we're back to the second leg. End of round 2 here. We'll do 3 rounds total of this superset, okay? All right, let's get ready. Big inhale. Exhale to the side and kick. 2, 1. Stay grounded here. I know literally you're on the ground, but make sure you're not leaning to the side as you kick one leg up. Use your arms to maintain that centralized balance. Ten. 2. Good job. One more round of both, and then we'll switch it up to some core work, okay? So side and back. 3. Ready? Let's go. One rep at a time. Every rep is a good rep. We don't just get through the time, we take advantage of it. Good reps in this time period, not just rush through to get done with the time. Sometimes it feels like that, but stay focused. Stay present. There you go, come on. Last one. 2, 1, switch sides, and we'll finish out this first circuit. Then we're moving on to a little sit-up heel tap action. All right, elbows down or hands. 2, 1. Good job. Second half right here. Let's go. Ten, 9, 2, 1, and 30 seconds rest. Great job. Take your band off. We're gonna flip over and do single leg sit-ups and then heel taps. Feel free to add a dumbbell if you would like. Okay, you can also keep this body weight. All right, single leg sit-ups, you're gonna take it up to one leg. Okay, and then your heel taps, you're gonna keep it right here, crunch up, kind of go side to side. Okay, 2, 1, come on. I'm gonna try to actively think about my spine in the shape of a C on sit-ups, especially when I go down. So try not to just open up and flop backwards, but instead, tailbone first, rolling it back down. Six. And rest. Good job. Now your heel tap sit-ups, if you don't feel good about keeping them on the ground, you feel like you're not really getting anywhere, you can also lift them to 90. Kind of crunch up this way, okay? Here we go. Exhale. Good job, it burns. And you can kind of play with this one, maybe go calf, and then knee, and then work your way back down. Breathe. Two, rest. Good job. Whew. Single leg sit-ups, round number 2. And if you want to add a dumbbell, you can. We go in 5. Exhale and lift. The challenge here comes when you bring that leg up so it's not so much of a leverage point in your sit-up. Good job, 15. Six. Last one. Good job. Whew. Back to the heel taps. You're doing great. This is kind of a constant tension half sit up or crunch. Okay. And exhale. Let's go. Try not to be clamping your chin down on your chest, looking diagonal ahead. $15. Four, 3, 2 more taps. And rest. Good job, one more round of each. Then we move on to some glute bridges. Okay, those glute bridges can be weighted, they can also just be banded, or a combination of both is fine too. Exhale, let's go. Good job, 15. Last one, rest. All right, dumbbell out of the way, unless you have some really light 1, 2, 3 pound dumbbells that you're holding on that reach, or wrist weights. Ready, exhale. Let's go. Second half, come on. The burn is there, I know. Breathe deep. 9. Stay crunched up, 3. Rest. Oh, good job. 30 seconds to breathe. We're gonna move on to glute bridge abduction. So you're gonna bridge up and drive your knees out, okay, against the band. Feel free to use a weight on your hips if you would like. And then the option for, or the second exercise will be a glute bridge pulse. So with that band, driving your knees out, your glutes are gonna come together, lift, 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 okay? I'm gonna keep this one body weight today, so all fitness levels welcome. All right, let's go up, 2, 1, And we're driving out. Good job. Keep breathing. Keep your glutes together and your hips level as you drive your knees out. And you can step a little further apart if you need a little bit more of a challenge. 12. Great work. Think about rolling onto the pinky toe edge of your foot. 3. And rest. Good job. Now this next one, you're going to keep the band resistance on your knees. You're going to stay up and pulse halfway down, all the way back up. 4. Let's go. In a glute bridge, it sometimes helps to have yourself kind of rotating on your upper back so that you keep this rounded posterior rotation of your hips. Sometimes when we drop, this can rotate our hips forward, so I like to kind of keep it here for my pulse. 4. And rest. Good job. There's one round down. You got 2 more of those 2. Advance them however you would like. Keep it right here. Whatever you need today, I'm here to push you and I'm here to do it with you. 4. All right, knees drive out. Let's go. Try not to let your glutes drop when you drive your knees out too. $15. Almost there. 6. 2, 1, and drop it down. Good job. We're back to the pulse. So what I was saying in the pulse, I know you were in the exercise, but while we rest here, you can feel free to kind of crunch up and rotate on your upper back. 2, 1, let's go. And I'm looking just right past my knees, again, to make sure I'm not opening up the ribs and the hips and getting this rotation anteriorly of my pelvis. I want to keep it posterior, which helps to be in this position a little bit more. $15. Almost there. 6, 5. And rest. All right, one more round of both. All right, hips up, drive the knees out for 45 in 3, 2, let's go. If you want to make this tougher, slow down the abduction. 1, 2, 1, 2. Good job. And make sure you don't let your butt drop. Good job. 8. 2. Great job, rest. All right. Bend your knees if you need a little glute breather, and we'll go one last round of that pulse. 4. Ready, 2, 1, go. Good job. Come on. Last 18. Keep the knees out. You got 6, 5. And 30 seconds rest. Great job. You can take the band off and we're gonna go with something we haven't done in a while. If you've been following real time on the channel here, Mermaid Crunches, okay? So roll onto your hip in 16 seconds. You have options, okay? Option 1, take it all the way flat and lift both legs all the way up, okay? That's the most difficult. To dial that back, leave your bottom leg down, okay? Then to dial that back just a bit more, come up to your elbow, crunch, crunch, okay? Let's go. And you're rotating on your glute. So make sure you're not on your actual hip bone, but you're more on the top of your glute. And these don't have to be fast. I just want them to be a good control of your obliques and your lower abs. Rest. All right, flip it to the other side. Same thing. If you want to try and keep your legs together, that's great. You can just do one leg at a time if you need to right now. Let's go. Feel a little bit of kind of a glute massage on the floor right now after what we just did. Kind of feels good, kind of doesn't. Stay with it. Nine. 3. Rest. And you got 2 more rounds of that on each side. So keep going as hard as you can here. When and if you need to drop it down to just one leg or just the crunch, that's fine. But keep trying your hardest to stay advanced where you're at today. Let's go. Great work. Second half. Come on, stay connected to your body here. Three. Rest. All right, other side, and we'll close out round 2. Please stay connected to when you're releasing your legs as well. All right, on your glute. Let's go. 2, 1. Fifteen. 6, 5. Rest. One more round per side. And we'll move on to a little Superman action for your glutes. Kind of nice to be all on the mat for this one, just kind of same positioning. 2, 1. Almost there. If you start feeling like you're losing control and you need to dial it back, that's okay. Keep your breath associated. 2, 1. All right, last side. Good job with these. I feel like these need their own section today. Just to kind of get one side at a time, get you breathing, give you 45 seconds so you've got time to have good reps. 2, 1, let's go.
Girl, you should wear a name tag.
Second half right here. 10. 4, 2, 1. 30 seconds rest. Great job. Grab water if you need it. We're moving on to Superman. So laying down on your stomach. If you can't lay on your stomach right now, you're gonna go quadruped position, okay? So first, Superman exercise 1, tap outs. Tap in, tap out, okay? If you cannot do that, you're gonna take a straight leg, out and in, okay? Out and in. So go ahead and throw your band on. Let's go. You can throw this on your ankles or right above your knees. If it's further away from your lever, which is your hips, it will be a little tougher. Okay, so just keep that in mind. In and out. You're touching your toes down, so make sure your feet are not flat. Make sure you're driving hips to the floor, heels out. Good job. 3, 2, 1. All right, now you're gonna bend your legs. Same thing with the quadruped position. The goal here is a little bit of a heel lift to the sky. Okay? Band doesn't matter, you're just trying to lift your heels. 2, 1, let's go. This is tough. If you need to get your upper body involved too to kind of get the motion started, that's fine. And then slowly start to just focus on your lower body. $14. Heels up, heels up. 7. 3. And rest. Great job. Round number 2, I'm gonna scoot my band up a little bit further so I can get a bigger range of motion. All right, toes to the ground. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Trying to think of there being a line over which my toes are kind of hopping. So it's over and over, but I'm not bending my knees. Keeping my legs right where they are, lifting the heels. Good job. 15. Four. 2, 1, good job. And we bend our legs again. If you have a bench, another great way to get good range of motion here is to kind of put your hips on the edge of the bench, let your legs hang down behind it, and then go up. Ready? Let's go. Great job. 15. Five, 4, come on, up, up, up. Rest. All right, straighten your legs back out, one more round of each, and then we'll go for our big basic core exercises. You can grab a dumbbell if you would like. I'll show you how to make it more challenging if you don't have that today or if you just want to keep this body weight, okay? Let's go. Good job, tap, 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 tap. 15, come on. Stay here, heels out. 3, 2, and rest. One more time with that bent leg, heel driver. Good job. I know this is a small range of motion exercise, but just keep the focus. Let's go. Good job, keep it connected. You're right there, 14. 9. 5. And rest. 30 seconds of rest. You can grab water if you need it. And we're gonna go leg raises and sit-ups or crunches, okay? So stay down on the floor. I'm just leaving these down here for a little back support, mainly because I forgot my sweat towel and I don't want my back to make sweaty back noises on you, okay? Leg raises, you can go one leg down at a time or you can do 2. Ready? 2, 1, come on. Make this tougher by not spending so much time here, but more so 45 degrees down to 90 in here, okay? Twelve. 'And rest. Good job. Whew. All right, sit-ups all the way up or just crunches if you feel a good control with those crunches. 4, 3. Let's go. Good work. Twelve. 5. Rest. Good work, and we're back to leg raises. Now I want you for the next 2 rounds to make this as difficult as you can for yourself, wherever you're at today. Okay, maybe you did 1 leg and now we're gonna do 2 together. Maybe you did 2 and now you open up your arms. Let's go. 12. 2. Rest. Good job. Round 2 of your sit-ups or your crunches. I like to think about yes and no. Yes on the way up, like yes. No on the way down, like no, don't fall back. That keeps my core engaged the whole time. Let's go. Yes, 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 and then think no, 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 no. All right? That keeps the constant tension. Good job, 15. 6. Rest. Good work. Here we go. Last round of both. Challenge yourself as much as you can here. Legs up. We start in the rested position and then we go for it. Let's go. You're almost there. Come on. 13. 1 more. 3. Rest. Good job. All right, last 45 seconds of work today, completely on the mat, and then we'll cool down on the mat too. Sit-ups, crunches, whatever type of spinal flexion you can give me. Let's go. Good job, 20. Last 20. Get there, all the way through. 6. And rest. Beautiful job. You made it. We're just gonna flip it right over on your hands and knees to cool it down. I want you to open your ribs and hips and then close them. Great work today. If this is your first workout with me, thank you for training with me today. If it is not your first workout, definitely make sure you're subscribed. And as always, I appreciate you as a training partner. How long we've been training together, whether it's our first or our 1000th. I'm so thankful to be your trainer and to train with you. Drop your hips down, open your chest up, and keep working on the things outside of this that make you the best version of you in and outside of the workouts. I know it's easy to go home and relax and just kind of skip everything you told yourself you were gonna do, eating well, moving a little bit, stretching. Reach it back with your hips, hands are forward. I know that's the easier option. But I also know that the goals that you want for yourself don't come through you consistently repeating the easy actions. Okay, it takes a little discomfort consistently, and it's only in the first couple seconds, guys. That's one of the most important things that I've ever learned about this journey. I don't know where I heard it or if I just kind of came to my own realization. All right, let's go straight legs here. But it's the decision-making process that often defeats us, right? It's not necessarily once we start eating the right things. To keep eating it isn't the tough part. It's to make the decision to actually eat that, or to actually get up and put your shoes on to go for a walk. After that, you're golden. You're good. Okay, walk it back out and give me your left leg up beside your left hand. So just think about how much power is in that realization. It's just the first couple minutes of the conflict of I don't want to get up, but I know I need to. That's the hardest part right there, just creating that first initial bit of momentum. Okay, switch it over to the other side. Once you get walking, you feel better. Once you start eating the right things and you're done, you're like, man, I'm so glad I did that for myself. So if you can remember that, next time you get home and you're like, I don't want to do anything, remind yourselves that it's 5 seconds of hard work, that contemplation phase. You know you should, you don't want to because it's not comfortable. Come on up to standing if you can. Think about the power of that little teeter-totter position. I don't want to, but I know I need to. Right into grabbing your shoes and putting them on. When you start walking, you're like, I'm so glad I'm here. Okay, the tough part is in that decision-making process. So power yourselves through that. Just count down from 5 and get moving, or count down from 5, go to the fridge and put what you cooked in the microwave. I know it's easier said than done, but there's so much mental clouded fog that we sometimes associate with making the right decisions. If we just simplify it, say this is what I want to do, this is what I want for myself, I know this is all I have to do consistently, just keep it simple, okay? On that decision-making process with yourself, think of future you looking back at you and saying, I'm so proud of you for making this one decision right here, right now, repetitively, okay? Not the whole journey, but think about each one decision. I can do it or I can skip out, but future me is going to look back and be proud if I did. Okay, so I'll see you back here for our next workout. Great job today. Thank you for training with me and letting me be your trainer. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel and give it a big thumbs up since you're here and you crushed it. I'll see you tomorrow.